Sup Sup Everyone, and happy Halloween! It's really Timmy B, and for this Halloween, I am dressed up as a banana. If you guys know, you know, and if you don't know, that is okay. Subscribe to the channel, check out a live stream soon. We do like our bananas here on the Timmy B channel, but for this Halloween, we gotta do another tier ranking video. We are gonna be ranking all of the ghost type Pokemon, fully evolved, regional forms, megas, everything like that. If you got an evolution in a later gen, we're just gonna talk about that Pokemon, but we'll talk about the whole line. And much respect to a bunch of dark type Pokemon, a bunch of psychic type Pokemon, and some other ones that generally just look scary. We would love to have you in here in this Halloween video, but Halloween is for bananas. I mean ghosts. Anyways, let's get started. Before we do that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button to like this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel as well. And let's get started with the OG ghost himself, our sweet, sweet Gengar. He doesn't have a tooth here in this tier list, but that's okay. Probably ate a lot of candy. Anyways, Gengar is the OG. I honestly thought psychic type Pokemon were super effective against him, or super effective against Ghost, because, well, he's also part poison, so that was a surprise to me in Gen 2 and Gen 3 as a young Timmy B, but you know we gotta start off strong. We're putting Gengar in the S tier. That is where he belongs. Everybody loves Gengar. And for some reason, he's now on the list. Now let's talk Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is a fun one, a really good shiny, one of the best shinies in Pokemon. If only regular Gengar was the same shiny, right? I do love Mega Gengar. We can't put him in S though. I don't even know if we can put him in A. Let's put him in B for now. We can adjust if needed. Now, our first regional ghost form, we have Alolan Marowak here. I am a big fan of Alolan Marowak, one of my favorite regional forms, if not my favorite. So good news is it looks cool, it's awesome. Fire Ghost is a really fun and unique typing. The bad news is Marowak's not that good of a Pokemon playing the games and competitive and all that stuff. It's only like 420 or 425 BST. So I love you, buddy. I just wish you were better and more of a viable option to use in playthroughs. But you know what? We still gotta put you in the A tier. I love the Shadow Bones. Beautiful design. Beautiful little trio with the dancing and all that stuff. So we will put him in the A tier. Next up, there's no Gen 2 Ghost now because of all the evolutions afterwards, but we do have Hisuian Typhlosion, a regional form, Typhlosion Fire Ghost type starter in Legends Arceus. That's the starter that I went with. What starter did you go with? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, at the end of the day, Typhlosion Fire Ghost, again, really nice, could be a lot of fun. We know Typhlosion has been in the news recently, but that won't affect our rankings at all. I like him. I think he's probably there with Mega Gengar. He's probably in the B tier. I think he's a little bit more than average. I like him over regular Typhlosion, so we will put Hisuian Typhlosion in the B tier. I can already see him. He's up next. It is our boy Shedinja. Is a ghost type Pokemon, has one of the more unique abilities in Pokemon with Wonder Guard, can only be hit by super effective attacks, so flying, dark, fire, ghost, other types as well. Rock. We know this from our Kaizo Ironmon challenge. He is someone we always have to plan for in our movesets. Always got to consider him and the shed coverage when we have our runs. So really, really unique Pokemon, really good abilities. But aside from that, just, I mean, the amount of times we've lost in Kaizo Ironmon because of him, or we didn't have shed coverage, you know, we can't put him any higher than D. That's where he is. That is where he is. I think he's a little bit better than F just because of the uniqueness that he brings. But other than that, just a Pokemon. Sableye is up next, and I really like Sableye. Again, I think a common theme here with some of these ghost types is I just wish they were better. right? Like Sableye is only like 380 BST, has Prankster, which can be useful in competitive play, but otherwise kind of weak. Now has a weakness with the Fairy type now existing, so we are going to consider Sableye in the C tier. I think it's pretty average, a little bit better than Shedinja. And Mega Sableye, I love the design, I do. I think it's better, but because Sableye is so weak, its Mega is also weak. Like you know, like that's the name of the game. So like I like it, I like the design. We will put it in the B tier. I do think it's better than the original, but other than that, like, it's just not a good Pokemon. I don't know what else to say. For some reason, this tier list does not want to load properly, but now we got Banette, another Gen 3 homie. I'm not gonna lie, not the biggest fan of Banette here, so we're just gonna put Banette here with C. I love Mega Banette though. Love, 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 love Mega Banette. Great shiny as well. I think we got to put Mega Banette in the A tier. Definitely a Pokemon that really benefited from getting a Mega Evolution, getting what like 560, 570 BST. Mega Banette is a really solid Pokemon, great design, everything that a Ghost type is. Maybe we bump you up into S tier. Gengar needs some homies up there, but I like Mega Banette. Putting it in the A tier for now, and it's time to hydrate, everybody. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. The banana costume is actually really hot, so we gotta drink up. We're gonna go to Gen 4 after we hydrate. Okay, now that we're hydrated, let's go to Gen 4, starting off with Drifblim. Really interesting lore here with Drifloon and Drifblim. Ghost balloon that steals children. I don't know, look up the Pokédex entry. It's absolutely wild. Honestly, also a pretty decent shiny, like yellow and blue. Could be useful competitively. It has Unburden, so that could always be fun. Drifblim is kind of cool, Is it B tier though? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think we put you in C tier. I would probably say you're more with the Sableyes and Banettes of the world than you are with the Mega Sableyes and the Hisuian Typhlosion. Next up is Miss Magus, evolves from Mischievous, which was introduced in Gen 2, but since we're just doing fully evolved Pokemon, gonna stick with Miss Magus here, a true Halloween Pokemon. She is, or it is, a witch, Ghost type. We have to put this in the A tier. Other than that, like, not the biggest fan of Miss Magus, but it would be a disservice to put a... It just randomly cut out. Okay, well, it's very disservice-like to put a Ghost Witch not in the A tier for a Halloween Ghost type video. We gotta give Miss Magus the respect, and I think we're coming up to another couple of S tiers. Next up is Spiritomb, a Ghost Dark type, better Sableye, 485 BST, I believe. Really, really solid Pokemon. Amazing, beautiful, shiny. Spiritomb is a homie. We've had a lot of fun runs with him and Kaizo Ironmon before, so we are gonna put Spiritomb up with Gengar in the S tier. Big fan of Spiritomb. I mean, Spiritomb is on Cynthia's team. It's her lead. I mean, you think Cynthia has not S tier Pokemon on her team? Come on now. All right, Dusknoir. There's Duskull and there's Dusclops from Gen 3, Gen 4. They give him a beautiful evolution of Dusknoir. Really, really, really tanky and bulky, which kind of doesn't really make sense for a Ghost because they're kind of see-through. That's kind of the point of Ghost. But we like Dusknoir, have a lot of fun with him. He's a really solid Pokemon. I think we gotta... where do we put Dusknoir, chat? Let me know in the comments where you guys would put Dusknoir. I like Dusknoir better than I do Mega Gengar, Hisuian Typhlosion, and Mega Sableye. So we will put Dusknoir in the A tier, and next up is Froslass. We are just gonna go ahead and put this in the S tier. Froslass is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's just an absolutely beautiful design. I love the Ice Ghost typing. I think that's really unique. So I've always been a fan of Froslass. And the cool thing is you can kind of go both ways with it competitively. It's fast, which is great. can do some Destiny Bond cheese, do some status cheese, but it's also pretty even physical and special, so you can kind of get unique with their, its moveset, I should say, and the way that you build Froslass. But beautiful Pokemon, always have been a fan, putting you in the S tier, and now we got basic Rotom form, a really unique way to catch this in Pokemon Platinum. Going to the mansion after the second gym. Yeah, Gardenia is number 2. After the second gym, when it's nighttime, talk to a TV, out comes Rotom. Has a bunch of forms, maybe more are coming, I don't know. Let me know what Rotom form you would like in the comments. But the regular Rotom is just regular Rotom. Like, I think we give the Pal Shedinja a homie. If the other forms were also part Ghost type, which they are in Gen 4, they would probably be ranked a little bit higher, but Rotom is just Rotom. Like, give me the forms. Let's get better, you know? Yeah. Okay, next up, Giratina, Gen 4 Legendary, super important for Pokemon lore, and Giratina is awesome. Also a really, really great shiny, competitively, super bulky, can hit hard, it's a legendary, so you know it's gonna be good. Giratina! Welcome to the A tier. And now we go to Gen 5. We have Cofagrigus evolves from Yamask, and it has Mummy as the ability, which makes sense. It looks like a mummy. It is a mummy, kind of. So it's really cool, really unique. You know, I think we're gonna put this in the C tier. I think it's just average. Don't really hate it. Don't really love it, so I think Cofagrigus C for Cofagrigus. I like that. Okay, look at that. Look at us making this tier list. Let's do this. Go me! Or should I say, Starmie. Look at that, I got a little fidget spinner of Starmie. Isn't that cool? That's hype. Okay. Hisuian Zoroark, introduced in Legends Arceus, Ghost normal type, a lot of fun to use competitively, very fast, high special attack, has the illusion ability. We had it on our Season 7 EBL team, had a lot of fun using it in the couple of battles that we did bring it in. But on the flip side, terribly paper thin weak. It's fast, it has special attack. Do not look at its defenses, do not look at its HP because it is low, but that doesn't matter. I kind of prefer the Hisuian Zoroark over regular Zoroark. All of the Zoroark's beautiful shinies. The purple plays so well, it plays even better here. We are joining the homies in the S tier squadron. Hisuian Zoroark, you're a homie. Confirmed. Now we got Jellicent, which, you know, how do you follow up Hisuian Zoroark? Well, with a Jellicent. It's a water ghost type. The blue is male, the pink is female. Kind of interesting. The shiny is okay. I like the type idea. It definitely got better in later gens with Basculegion, which we'll get to here in a second. You know, it just kind of exists for me. You know, it's a Pokemon. Don't really have any ill will toward it. I don't know if it's B tier, but it's definitely C tier, so I think that is where we put Jellicent. And Chandelure is up next. I love Chandelure. I don't know if I can put it in the S tier, but I can definitely put it in the A tier. So that is where we're gonna put Chandelure. Fire Ghost type, also pretty good special attack wise, can be decent competitively, has Flash Fire as the ability. I believe, no, Aegislash is the one that Destiny bonded us in the EBL, but Chandelure, really, really fun Pokemon, really, really good. I wish it had a better move pool for Kaizo Ironmon purposes because it's a Stone Evo, but it is an A tier, solid A tier. Its shiny is great, looks like a regular Chandelure, or at least regular Flames, I should say. Maybe we bump you up to S, but we have room for some others, so let's get through the list. Golurk is up next. Ground Ghost Robot. Big fan, love the shiny. Again, just kind of wish it was better. It's like 483 VST. It's nice. It has no guard, or it can have Iron Fist as well. Really interesting moveset. Can have Dynamic Punch with Iron Fist or no guard. Both work there. I am a huge fan of Golurk. I just don't know. Seeing the other homies in the A tier, I think we got to put you in the B tier with the others. Really like you, really solid option. Can be a lot of fun to use, but just be better. I don't know what else to say about Golurk. Just be better. Now we move on to Kalos, which, by the way, it's Halloween. The next holiday is Thanksgiving. After that, we got our Christmas annual Santa lock. We will be in Pokemon Y doing a randomizer Nuzlocke. We got ZA coming out sometime eventually, so it makes sense to head back to Kalos for our Santa lock this year. Make sure you guys do tune in and check out all the other ones. We've done Platinum, Omega Ruby, Shield, and Scarlet, so hopefully Y gives us a lot of fun this season, or year, I guess. Well, I guess season 2, 'tis the season. All right, Aegislash is up next. It is a Sword and Shield Pokemon. Wait, did Aegislash foretell Gen 8? It's probably just a coincidence. Anyways, Aegislash Stone Evo. It's unique in that it has the shield form and the blade form. Shield form, obviously a little bit more defensive. When it attacks, it switches to blade form and is a super amazing attacker, but has no defense. So very unique, very tough to use randomized because you pretty much only get the shield form. So could be tanky if you get a little bit of cheese here and there, but without its ability, it's not doing much. Aegislash. Wow. I gotta put you in C tier. I don't know if I could put you on the same list as Golurk. I don't know if I could put you down with Shedinja and Rotom, so we will do C for Aegislash. Fun, unique, but now we got Trevenant up here, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I just haven't used it enough, or you know, experienced having a Trevenant. I've just never really been a fan of this Pokemon. Maybe it's just one of those situations where, again, it's just like, I just wish you were better, you know? But I've never been the biggest fan of Trevenant, and that's not to say it's not a bad Pokemon or anything. Maybe I just don't have the experience. Maybe I wish it was... you know what? I don't know about Trevenant. Out of respect for it, I'll put you as average. Haven't been a big fan. Again, I don't know if you're D tier with Shed and Rotom. Don't know. Are we even gonna have an F tier? I don't even know, but we might. So Trevenant, we will put you down. You know, we'll put you in D tier. Yeah, we'll put Trevenant. Okay, Gourgeist. If you're in the most recent stream, you know about Gourgeist. Has a couple of different sizes, changes their stats a little bit, a couple more defensive, some a little bit more offensive. Gourgeist is the true Halloween Pokemon. If we put Miss Magus in A, we also got to put Gourgeist in A. Do I think maybe it belongs in A? No, I'd probably maybe put it in like B, maybe a B+. But it's Halloween, guys. We gotta put the Jack-o'-lantern in the A tier. So Gourgeist, welcome to the A tier. Next up, we got Hoopa! Regular form, or whatever it's called. So Hoopa is really, really interesting. A fun legendary psychic ghost, gets absolutely billy bobbed by dark type. So for that, I think we put Hoopa in B. I think you're there with the homies right here. I think, yeah, that sounds right. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. Hoopa Unbound, obviously really dope, really cool, but not a ghost type. Fun fact. All right, Gen 7. We're going to Alola! There's probably a lot of bananas in Alola, aren't there? Well, I guess we'll find out. Decidueye, the starter that I normally chose when I played Gen 7. For those of you who are wondering, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, all pretty equal. We love Gen 1. Gen 2 was Cyndaquil if I'm playing Heart Gold, Totodile. Gen 3, Mudkip, of course. Gen 4 was more of a Turtwig fan, but they're all great. Gen 5 went with Samurott or Oshawott. Gen 6, really your only choice is Greninja there. Gen 7, I went with Rowlet, but the other 3 options are really, really solid as well. I've had Primarina and Incineroar on my EBL teams, so all are great. Gen 8, I went Grookey, and Gen 9, you know we had to go with the boy Fuecoco. Okay, back to this list. Decidueye, I don't know if I could put you in S tier. I don't. So I'm going to put you in A tier. My preferred Gen 7 starter, but they're all great. They're all great. I'm going to put Decidueye in the A tier. I think that's where you belong. I prefer you a little bit more over the Hisuian Typhlosions and the Mega Sableyes down there in the B tier, but I don't like you as much as the homies up there on the S tier. Now we got Oricorio, Ghost Form. I don't have much to say about this. Not the biggest fan of Oricorio. We'll put you in D tier. Maybe that's our F. Maybe that's our F. I don't know. Maybe that is. Oricorio. Next, Palossand, the Sandcastle. Not just any Sandcastle. Not just any Sandcastle. By the way, not just anyone. But a haunted Sandcastle. Who would have thought you're at the beach, you're with the homies, maybe you're building a Sandcastle, and then all of a sudden it's haunted. Boop! Palossand. Really tanky, interesting ability with water compaction. I believe it raises defense or special defense. Raises one of those two once you get hit by a water type. Really bulky, can be a lot of cheesy, can cheese you a little bit. I do enjoy Palossand. I don't know, based on what I'm seeing here, I don't know if I could put it in the B tier. I think we'll put you in C tier for now. I think you're on that C plus, B minus. If we had a tier in between, I'd probably put you there. So we're gonna put you at C tier. Next is Mimikyu. I mean, come on! It is the Pika clone Mimikyu Ghost Fairy type. Really fun totem there, taking the pictures in the grocery store or the abandoned grocery store that's now haunted. Gengar was there too, shout out the homie. Mimikyu, really fun Pokemon, can be great competitively with the disguise ability. You can set up with it because you basically essentially get a free hit. So Mimikyu, I gotta do it. S tier. Call me based. Gotta put Mimikyu in the S tier. Absolute homie. Really fun Pokemon to use. Pretty cool shiny as well. And now we are up to Delmise. I don't know. I have always said Delmise. Big fan. Just saw recently the other day online that the seaweed is actually the ghost, and it basically has possessed the wheel and anchor of the ships. That's really cool. Grass Ghost, actually really solid stat-wise, a great physical attacker, has some solid defenses. The only issue is, as you can tell, it's a steering wheel. Not the fastest Pokemon out there, but I will be putting this in the A tier. I did a Pokemon, I believe my Shield Santalock, actually. I had a Delmise and I gained a lot of respect for it. I didn't realize how good of a Pokemon it was. I think we had Power Whip or something on that, or like Shadow Claw, and we were just lasering people. So much respect to Delmise. Interesting shiny as well. I think a very underrated Pokemon. A lot of people maybe forget about it, but I don't. A tier. Now we got some true homies coming up. We got Lunala and we got Duskwing. I almost said Duskmane. But we have Duskwing, Necrozma, the legendary from Sun and Moon, the legendary from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And I think both of them are B tier. I think they're both great. They're both unique. I am more of a Solgaleo fan myself. Go Sun. Bananas grow in the sun, not at night, unless I'm wrong about that. But Tropia says chlorophyll, right? So anyways, more of a Sun fan. I like Solgaleo. I like Duskmane, Necrozma a little bit more. But these are two really solid options. Beautiful shiny. The Bloodbat, I do have one, which was great. Dark types, Billy Bob these homies, but still a really solid Pokemon. So B tier for sure. And now we're at Marshadow. This is one of my favorite Pokemon. Big fan of Marshadow. Fighting Ghost type is a lot of fun. We're gonna put you in the S tier. Really fun, interesting Pokemon. I've always been a fan of Marshadow. I don't know what it is, but it's S tier for me. Always have been a fan. And if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button to like this video like I do Marshadow. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. And now it's time for Blacephalon. All right, Blacephalon, the Lollipop Pokemon, or the Circus Pokemon, I'm not sure. Also a Fire Ghost type. Big fan of this one. I don't know if I can put you in A tier. We're gonna put you in B for Blacephalon. I think that's where you belong. And now it's time for, I almost said Gen 9. Now it's time for Gen 8. We got Poltergeist, Teacup. Could be a lot of fun. You know, if you can get the right setup, if you can Shell Smash, if you can stored power, put them to sleep, heal, Shrink Sap, could be a lot of fun. Could also be a little annoying. I think a Haunted Teacup is interesting, but not interesting enough. I think we put you down in the D tier. Now we got Cursola, a regional Corsola that is now a ghost type, and again, kind of like Delnice, really solid stat-wise, except for its negative 50 bajillion speed. Otherwise, not too bad. I believe it has Perish Body as the ability. So Cursola, I do enjoy. I haven't really used it much. I mean, that goes for any later gen Pokemon, right? I like it. I do. I think it's in the C tier. I just can't put him up there with Blacephalon, right? You know, B for Blacephalon, C for Cursola, L for like the stream. Okay, I'm done. All right, Rodriguez. I think we have our first F. I think this might be our only F. Rodriguez, congratulations. Well done, my friend. You are trash. Not only is it one of the more difficult evolutions in Pokemon, you need to be like in the Dusty Bowl. Your Galarian Yamask needs to have like less than a third of damage or something like that. You know what? F tier. F for Rodriguez. I mean, Dragapult is probably one of my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, if not my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. And we're gonna put you in S tier. That's where you belong. Dragon Ghost, so fun. Not a Giratina, more of an attacker, fast, good attack. Not the greatest defenses out there in the world, but Dragon Darts, super fun move. I love Dragapult, great shinies as well. Now we got some Horsies to go. Hold your horsies. We have no ankles on this Pokemon. We got Spectrier and we got Calyrex Shadow Rider. Both are really, really good with Grim Neigh. I will not neigh. Actually, you know what? Maybe. No neighing from Timmy B. This banana does not neigh yet. Okay, anyway, Spectrier, Shadow Rider, Calyrex, both are really cool. I think I kind of prefer Shadow Rider, or not Shadow Rider, regular Spectrier a little bit more. A, B, Basculegion. Basculegion introduced in Legends Arceus. There's a male and a female. I just picked up the male. That was the first one that popped up here on this tier list, but water ghost type, really fun, really unique. Changes the stats a little bit between male and female. It's solid. Again, I haven't really used it too much. I like Legends Arceus, but I only played it once. Maybe I play it again sometime soon. We'll put you in C tier. I think you're kind of aligned here with these guys. I don't know if you make the cut here. I mean, look at that. Blacephalon's there. You think Basculegion and Blacephalon belong in the same tier? All right, Gen 9 homies. Skelligurge, you guys already know. We went with Fuecoco. He's my boy. Skelligurge. I don't know if I can put you in S, but we'll put you in A. Cerulege is up next. Cerulege, Armarouge, really fun Pokemon, really unique Pokemon. Interesting way of evolving. I probably, that's tough. Who do you prefer? Armarouge or Cerulege? Me, I probably lean Cerulege. Bitter Blade is a really, really fun move to use. So we're gonna put Cerulege in the B tier. I like it, I don't love it. And that is what we're going with. Bramblegast, really fun, really unique tumbleweed Pokemon. Makes sense that it's ghost, it's dead. Wind Rider is a really interesting ability. Also in random showdowns and competitive, has some use, can be a little fun, but you do need to have what you have, right? You do need to need what you need to have, and you have to have what you need, and blah 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 words. All right, Bramblegast, C. After all that, blah 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 blah. We put you in C. Houndstone, Grevard, Houndstone. I like the design. That's about it. D for Doggo. Annihilate, S tier. One of my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. Annihilate, S tier, evolves from Primeape, gets Rage Fist. Big fan of this guy. Had it on my first EBL team in Scarlet and Violet in Season 7. Still use it competitively to this day. Defiant is a really fun ability. Can get really creative here with the moveset, so I am a huge fan of Annihilate. Finally, Mankey and Primeape got some respect. Fighting Ghost type, as you can see. I really like that type combination, so S tier, Annihilate. Let's go. Fluttermane is up next. Ghost Fairy. Again, absolute laser cannon, special attack, special defense, speed. Don't look at its other stats. Has no defense, 1 physical attack, blah, 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 slap him up. But I do like Fluttermane, really interesting, a Paradox Pokemon. I think we put you in the B tier. Goldango, recent member of the EBL team, big fan, Steel Ghost, always a fun type, really solid stat-wise, really fun way of evolving it as well, getting the 999 Gimme Gold coins, Pokédex number 1000 or 1001, whatever it is, but a really fun way to celebrate Pokemon number 1000, collecting all the coins, which is actually really easy to do. The shiny though, I have a shiny Goldango and there's like no difference. I think his eyes are like a slightly like less gold, but I like gold. All right, S tier. We have 2 more Pokemon remaining. We got Sinistcha, Grass Ghost from Kitakami. I'm putting it in D tier. You know, it exists. It's a Pokemon, right? Honestly, because Petrarun is its own like mythical event and everything like that, I'll put you in C. Honestly, don't know too much about you, Petrarun, so we'll put you in the average tier. I do know, I think you're like mad tanky or something like that, and you have like malignant chain or something crazy like that. But that is our tier list, guys. We have Gengar, Spiritomb, Froslass, Hisuian Zoroark, Mimikyu, Marshadow, Dragapult, Annihilate, and Goldango in the S tier. If I had to choose like an S+, oh, this is tough. I would probably say top three for me. Froslass, Dragapult, Annihilate, and Marshadow. That is my top 3 there, guys. That is my top 3, but this is the Ghost tier list. Make sure you guys do hit that thumbs up button again to like. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, and put it down in the comments. What is your favorite Ghost type? Also, let me know if you want me to rank some other stuff, but I gotta go get back to my bunch of bananas. I've been ranking Ghost types too long, so I will see you in the next video. Peace out.